Welcome to the August 12th, 2016 edition of Colorado Inside Out Post Game, a special web exclusive production here on Channel 12. Let's get a quick take on the state school board's initial vote that would end a 7-year ban on diet sodas and allow schools to determine restrictions on junk food and soda themselves. Patty Cahoon from Westward. Now, I guess the rules are you need a unanimous vote to pass it. They didn't get that yet, so they're going to vote again. But do you think that it will eventually go through to get, I guess, local control back to school districts?
Well, we're watching the feds come down with different rules, but why not let schools make their own decision on things like this? The kids are going to walk out, we're talking about older kids too. This is not preschool. The kids are going to walk out, they're going to go get whatever they want at the nearby 7-Eleven anyway. It doesn't strike me that a diet soda is just all that dangerous, although you've got chemicals but no calories. So, but you can understand that they waited. They might not get a majority. They might not get a unanimous vote on the next round, but it should still pass because they've already taken the first round.
David Copel from the Independence Institute and DU Law School. This kind of a local control thing seems to be a very Colorado thing. Colorado's very into the local control. Do you think this will eventually get back to school districts to make the call themselves on something as devious as diet soda?
Yes, it should, and it's ridiculous to have a statewide board of education wasting its time on what kind of vending machines can exist in the schools. The schools are perfectly capable of deciding it. The Boulder Valley School District, which is 90% helicopter moms, will insist that it's only like wheatgrass juice, and others will do something different and say, you know what, it's okay if you have fruit juice. People have their critiques of that. Would we rather have some people who maybe 15 pounds overweight or 40 pounds overweight? Would they be better off drinking Diet Coke instead of fruit juice? Yeah, maybe. You can let people make their own decisions. You don't have to micromanage what a 17-year-old drinks at the statewide level.
Kristen Wyatt joins us from the AP. So you've done a lot of reporting from the Capitol Hill. Do you think there is a bigger desire that wants the state to have, here's our one way we're going to do it? Or is there more of a move towards local control like this, where letting communities make the laws themselves, or at least make the policy on diet soda themselves?
Well, in schools' defense, they are very right when they say politicians constantly talk out of both sides of their mouth. They say the same thing. We want to show leadership. We're responding to what parents want about making kids healthier and blah, blah, blah. And everybody, there's nobody at the Capitol that wouldn't insist that they believe local control, that locals know best, as they then turn around and then give them all kinds of rules. So I understand schools' frustration of what do you want us to do here, folks? Whatever we do is an outrage, or if we let kids get fat on these Diet Coke contracts, or then we're evil. So, you tell us. So I think the pendulum always swings here.
Alicia Vincent rounds out the panel, the president of the Colorado Black Women for Political Action. At the end of the day, do you think the state school board really just needs to hand this control off, maybe not only on diet soda, but other small decisions like diet soda?
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I have not been convinced that any of the school boards really have their act together. I've seen some crazy things come out of local school boards, and so I'm not convinced. We as Americans have decided that things that are not food are actually food. And we don't do a good job educating our kids. We have allowed politics to determine what is food and what is not. When tomato sauce can be considered a vegetable, then we have a lot of work to do. So in the big scheme of things, I think that we need to be a lot more purposeful in helping our kids understand what real food is, and that this is chemicals, it's a food product, but it's not really food and it doesn't add value to your life. And I don't think that we do a good job with that. When school boards are trying to take slavery out of the books, I don't have a lot of confidence that local control is necessarily the answer. And on the same token, I can't say that our state school board is necessarily the answer either. How's that for wishy-washy?
so you're built for a state school board maybe in your future. Lisa, thank you for joining us. That's all the time we have for Colorado Inside Out Postgame this week. Leave us a comment, tell us what you think. For everyone here at CPT12.org, I'm Dominic Dezzutti. Thanks for watching.